So this is a seated leg press machine. So just so you know, one thing that you can do with this press, or the seat actually, is adjust this. So you can go for more depth here. So whenever you have a smaller angle in the leg, you're having to do more work, okay? Sometimes you'll see people way up top and they're only doing just minimal range of motion, okay? This is something you're only working on extension if you're just moving from this to this, okay? There's not much work going on. So what you want to try to do is get yourself positioned first. So when it comes to feet, you want to make sure that hips, knees, and ankles are in line with each other at all points in time, okay? Because they work in synchronization with each other. So if one is out, something is going to have to help you to push, and it's not going to be the muscles that we're working on, okay? So for just a standard leg press, feet are going to be in the middle, okay? Again, you want to try to go for about 90 degrees to where you're actually doing some work, okay? Like I said, if you're coming up and you have a larger angle between the calf and the hamstring, you're not going to get as much work, okay? So it's just a different range. So here about 90, you're just going to inhale here, make sure your hips are scooted back all the way. Your exhale, pushing up. The goal is you're trying to drive through your heels, okay? A lot of the times people don't realize that they're going through their toes, and when you do that, there's a lot of stress on the knee joints, okay? So make sure you're always on your heels as much as you can. So inhale down, take a big breath in, exhale, push up. So just as a quad extension machine, the lower you go, the more stretch that the leg is having to do, the more you extend, the more contraction the muscle's having to do, okay? So this is for a standard leg press. This will be working both the quad and the hamstring together at the same time, okay? If we're trying to do quad focused, your feet are going to be lower on the pad, okay? So again, same concept, feet. So hips, knees, and ankles are going to be in line with each other. Only difference is feet are moving lower on the pad. So this is just targeting a little more on the quad rather than focusing on the hamstring, okay? So for quads, feet are going to be lower. Standard, feet are going to be in the middle. For glute and hamstrings, feet are going to be higher, okay? Same thing, everything in line with each other. Inhale down, exhale, come up. So you'll notice whenever you move your feet up, you may have to actually adjust your seat a little more so that you're getting more depth, okay? But when your feet are higher, you're pretty much just using your posterior chain, which is why this is a glute and hamstring focused one, while the feet on the bottom one is a quad and hamstring focused, okay? Only markers here, like I said, you just want to make sure knees and ankles are in line with each other. Another thing too, if you're actually doing some reps, you want to make sure that you're not fully locking out the knees, okay? This is a lot of tension on the knees, okay? So just make sure you're inhaling down, exhale, come up. You're having a soft bend when you come up, come back down, okay? You want to try to make this movement as smooth as possible. This shouldn't be very ruggedy type movement, okay? This is something you want to avoid because you're not doing any good here. The more tension you have on your legs, the more work you're going to get, okay? So this is leg press machine.